Hey everyone, welcome back to our new podcast where we take you with us on journeys around the world, sharing stories, laughter, tips, and sometimes even our little travel mishaps. I'm Alex, and sitting right here with me is my amazing travel buddy Mia.
Hi everyone! I'm so excited today because this episode is really close to my heart. We're going to talk about something magical, colorful, and truly unforgettable. Our international trip to Hong Kong Disneyland.
That's right. A trip that was filled with excitement, some surprises, a lot of food, and of course, Disney magic. Whether you're someone who has been dreaming of visiting Disneyland, or you just want to improve your English by listening to real conversations, this episode will keep you hooked.
Exactly. And don't worry, we'll keep it natural, casual, and clear like two friends just talking. So sit back, relax, maybe grab a coffee or tea, and imagine traveling with us as we relive our Hong Kong Disneyland experience.
So Mia, let's start from the very beginning. Do you remember the excitement we felt the moment we decided, okay, let's go to Hong Kong Disneyland?
Oh my God, yes! I can still feel that moment. It was like a childhood dream coming true. You know, as kids, we grew up watching Disney movies, Mickey Mouse, Cinderella, The Lion King, and somewhere inside, we always carried that little wish to see Disney magic in real life.
True. And even though there are Disney parks in different countries, we chose Hong Kong because it was our first international trip together and we wanted something both adventurous and comfortable.
Yeah, Hong Kong felt perfect. It's not too far. It has this amazing mix of Asian and international culture, and Disneyland there is unique. Plus, we love exploring food, and Hong Kong is heaven for foodies.
Oh yes, we'll definitely get to the food part later. But let's talk about the journey first. The moment we booked our tickets, the countdown started. I remember we made a whole list. Passports, visas, hotel booking, Disneyland tickets online. Everything had to be perfectly planned.
Haha. And still, even after so much planning, there were those funny little last-minute panic moments like, wait, did I pack enough chargers? Or where's my passport?
Haha, classic. I think that's part of the fun of traveling. Those nervous butterflies before you leave.
Exactly, and then came the airport day. Oh, the atmosphere at the airport, it always feels like the start of an adventure. People everywhere with luggage, the smell of coffee, the announcements in the background. It's like a movie scene.
Totally. And remember, on the flight, you were so excited that you kept watching Disney trailers on the screen?
Guilty! I was just trying to build the mood. I even watched Frozen again on the plane because, well, what better way to prepare for Disneyland than singing Let It Go quietly at 30,000 feet?
Haha, quietly? You were humming out loud. The person sitting next to you probably thought, okay, she's already in Disneyland mode.
Yeah, maybe. But honestly, that flight was special. The excitement, the anticipation, it made time fly so quickly.
And then finally landing in Hong Kong. The moment we stepped out, it felt so different. The air, the vibe, the city, it was international, but also had this unique Chinese cultural touch.
Yeah, And the efficiency of Hong Kong's airport amazed me. Everything was smooth. Immigration, baggage, even getting into the city. And the signboards in both English and Chinese made it easy for us.
True. And then we checked into our hotel. Remember that hotel near Lantau Island?
Yes! We chose it because it was close to Disneyland. Honestly, waking up the next morning knowing we were just minutes away from Disney magic, that was priceless.
Oh yeah, and the morning we went to Disneyland, I swear I felt like a kid again.
Me too. The moment we saw the Disneyland gates, the huge Mickey Mouse flower garden, and the castle in the background, it gave me goosebumps.
Same. And the background music, Disney songs playing softly, made everything so magical.
I think that's when I realized Disneyland isn't just for kids. It's for everyone who still carries a little child inside their heart.
Well said. And once we entered, it was like stepping into another world. Colorful shops, characters walking around, kids laughing, balloons everywhere. It was happiness in physical form.
And the first thing we did was, of course, take a million pictures. Ha ha ha.
Haha, yeah, you and your selfies with Mickey ears.
Hey, don't judge. Those Mickey ears are a must. And admit it, even you wore them later.
Okay, fine, guilty again, but honestly, everyone was wearing them. It felt like part of the tradition.
Exactly. And then came the rides. Oh my God, the rides.
Yeah, the very first one we went on was It's a Small World. That slow boat ride with dolls representing different cultures singing together. It was so beautiful and kind of emotional too.
True. It felt like the whole world was connected in one song, and the details were amazing. The costumes, the little moving figures, the lights.
After that, though, we went for something more thrilling. Space Mountain.
Oh my God, yes. That roller coaster in the dark, it was insane. I screamed so much my throat hurt afterward.
Haha, I remember. But it was worth it. The rush, the speed, the stars flashing by. It felt like we were really flying through space.
And then, of course, we had to try the Iron Man experience. Since Hong Kong Disneyland has that special Marvel section, it was like a dream for Marvel fans.
Absolutely. That 3D motion simulator ride, it felt so real. Flying over Hong Kong with Iron Man, dodging missiles, fighting villains, it was epic.
And don't forget the parade. That afternoon parade with all the Disney characters, floats, and dancers, it was like the whole park came alive.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. Seeing Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, all waving, dancing, it felt like meeting old friends again.
True. And I loved how everyone, kids and adults, were smiling, cheering, waving. It was pure joy.
And then, Mia, let's not forget the food. Disneyland food deserves its own chapter.
Oh, yes. The Mickey-shaped waffles, the popcorn buckets shaped like Disney characters, the themed drinks. It was not just food, it was an experience.
Exactly. And later that evening, the grand finale, the fireworks show over the castle.
Yes, that was magical beyond words. The music, the lights, the fireworks, it was like all the emotions of childhood dreams coming alive.
I remember standing there, holding your hand, both of us just quiet, watching in awe.
Yeah, sometimes words aren't enough. That moment was one of them.
After the fireworks show ended, I think that's when it truly hit me. We weren't just visiting a theme park. We were living a dream.
Exactly. That night, while we were walking back to the hotel, I kept replaying the whole day in my head. From the boat ride to the roller coasters, the parades, and finally those magical fireworks. I didn't want the day to end.
And that's the thing about Disneyland. It makes you feel like you're inside a movie, like you're part of something much bigger than yourself.
Yeah, but guess what? That was just day 1. We still had more to explore.
Oh yes, day 2 was even more adventurous. Remember how we started early to catch some of the rides we missed the first day?
Totally. And that's something I'd tell anyone planning to visit. Don't try to finish everything in one day. The park may not be as big as the one in the US, but there's still so much to see and experience.
Exactly. And on our second day, we went straight to Adventureland.
Oh my God, Adventureland was so much fun. The Jungle River cruise was hilarious.
Haha, yes. Our guide was so dramatic, making jokes at every turn. Remember when he pointed at the fake crocodile and shouted like it was chasing us? Everyone screamed and then laughed.
Yeah, I think even though we knew it was fake, the way he acted made it exciting.
And then Tarzan's treehouse. That climb was worth it. The view from the top, you could see almost the entire park.
True. It gave me this sense of being in a real jungle far away from the city. The way they designed it, it was so detailed. Like every little corner had a story.
That's what Disney does best, right? They don't just give you a ride. They give you a world to step into.
Exactly. And after that, we went to Fantasyland. Now this was my favorite.
Yeah, I could see your face glowing like a little kid when we went on the Cinderella carousel.
Don't make fun of me. Ha ha, I always wanted to sit on those beautifully painted horses spinning around with music playing. It was magical.
And you made me ride the Dumbo ride too.
Of course. It's a classic, and you looked so funny in that flying elephant.
Haha, thanks, Mia. I'll take that as a compliment.
But honestly, my most emotional moment was at Fairy Tale Forest. Walking through those miniature scenes from Disney stories, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, it brought back so many memories from childhood.
Yeah, it was like walking inside a storybook. Each little display moved, had sound and lights. It was like magic frozen in tiny details.
And then, of course, the big highlight of Fantasyland, the Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Oh yes, that castle is the heart of Disneyland. We spent so much time just taking pictures, watching performances, and sitting on the benches near it.
And I remember saying, Alex, if I could stay in any building in the world, I'd choose this castle.
Yeah, and I said, only if Mickey Mouse lets us rent a room.
Yeah, imagine that, living in Disneyland forever.
Honestly, I don't think I'd get bored.
Me neither. But you know what was interesting? We weren't the only adults who were so excited. Everywhere I looked, there were couples, groups of friends, even solo travelers who were enjoying as much as the kids.
Yeah, that's when I realized Disneyland really is for everyone.
And then came the food adventures again.
Oh yes, here we go. Mia, you basically had a food festival inside Disneyland.
Guilty. But how can you not? The Mickey-shaped ice cream, the turkey legs, the themed dim sums. It was heaven.
And don't forget the special Star Wars drink you had.
Oh, yes. It was blue, sparkling, and delicious. I felt like a character in Star Wars.
Meanwhile, I was just happy with my popcorn bucket shaped like Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, you carried that bucket around proudly like it was treasure.
It was treasure.
Okay, fine. But honestly, Disney food is an adventure in itself. They make sure every item adds to the magic.
Exactly. And then remember the moment we stumbled upon the Lion King show?
Oh, yes, Festival of the Lion King. That was incredible.
The costumes, the music, the live singing, it was like Broadway inside Disneyland.
I had goosebumps when they sang Circle of Life. It felt so powerful.
Same. It's one of those shows that makes you emotional without even realizing it.
And after the show, we just walked around Main Street. The lights, the shops, the music, it was so romantic.
Yeah, that evening walk was special. We even bought souvenirs, keychains, t-shirts, and of course, your favorite Minnie Mouse plush toy.
Don't expose me like that, but yes, I had to. Childhood dream, remember?
And then came the second fireworks show. Even though we had seen it the previous night, it still felt brand new.
Exactly. That's the magic of Disney. It never gets old.
And the next day, we had to say goodbye. That was hard.
Yeah, leaving Disneyland felt like leaving a dream. But at the same time, I felt so grateful we had lived moments that will stay in our hearts forever.
Totally. And even after leaving, the magic stayed with us.
Yeah, and that's what this podcast episode is about. Sharing that magic with everyone listening.
Exactly. Because travel is not just about visiting places, it's about experiences, emotions, and memories that shape us.
Well said. You know, Alex, one thing we haven't talked about yet is the funny stuff that happened during our trip.
Oh, you mean our little comedy moments? Ha ha! Because trust me, there were plenty.
Yes, like that time when we were queuing for the hyperspace mountain ride, and you suddenly realized you had been standing in the wrong line for 20 minutes.
Oh my god, yes. That was so embarrassing. I thought I was being smart by joining the shorter line, only to realize it was the exit path.
And the staff member was so polite but clearly trying not to laugh at you.
Yeah, he just smiled and said, "Sir, this is not the entrance." And everyone behind me started chuckling.
Well, at least you got a warm-up walk.
Thanks, Mia. My feet loved the extra 20 minutes of standing for nothing.
Ha ha ha! Okay, but admit it, it was hilarious.
Fine, fine, but let's not forget your moment.
Which one?
The one where you tried to wave at Mickey during the parade, but he was waving at the kid next to you.
Don't expose me.
You were jumping and waving like crazy, and when Mickey finally looked your way, he pointed directly at the little boy on your right.
Ha ha! Yeah, and the kid was so happy. I was just standing there like, okay, Mickey ignored me.
Don't worry, Mia. You're still special. Maybe Donald Duck is your guy.
Yeah, Donald always looked like he was in a mood. I think we have the same energy sometimes.
Fair enough, but honestly, those little funny things made the trip even better.
Exactly. Because when we remember the trip now, it's not just the rides and shows, it's those silly moments that make us laugh again.
Another thing that really stood out for me was the cultural blend. Like, Hong Kong Disneyland isn't just American Disney. It has such a unique Asian flavor.
True. The way they added Cantonese touches to the parades and shows, and how some food stalls served dim sum in Disney shapes. It was the perfect mix of East and West.
And the languages. Everywhere you heard Cantonese, English, Mandarin, it felt so international.
Yeah, and the staff was so helpful. Even if you didn't know the language, they made sure you felt welcome.
That's what made me think. Disney really is about bringing people together no matter where you're from.
Well said. And speaking of bringing cultures together, let's talk about the food outside Disneyland.
Oh yes, here we go. The famous Hong Kong food tour.
Exactly. After 2 days in Disneyland, we decided to explore local food, and wow, Hong Kong is heaven for food lovers.
I still remember the first stop, the dim sum restaurant.
Yes! Those little bamboo baskets filled with dumplings, buns, and rolls. My favorite was the BBQ pork buns.
Oh, those were amazing. And I loved the shrimp dumplings, so soft and juicy.
And the funny part? You were struggling with chopsticks.
Guilty, I almost dropped my dumpling into the tea.
The waiter even brought you a fork quietly.
Yeah, I think he saw me suffering and decided to save me.
That's what I love about Hong Kong. People are so observant and kind.
True, and then we tried egg tarts. Oh my god, those were delicious.
Yeah, Zira, crispy outside, creamy inside, pure perfection.
And don't forget the milk tea. That strong Hong Kong style milk tea. I think I had 3 cups in one day.
Yeah, you were addicted.
But the real adventure was when we went to the night market.
Oh, yes, Temple Street Night Market. That was like a whole new world.
Lights everywhere, people bargaining, stalls selling everything from clothes to electronics, and of course, food.
And we tried street food there. Remember the fish balls?
Yes, spicy and chewy, so good.
And the stinky tofu.
Oh no, don't remind me. That smell was something else.
Yeah, but you were brave and tried a bite.
And instantly regretted it.
Well, at least you can say you tried it.
Yeah, and then I washed the taste away with bubble tea.
Smart move, but honestly, trying local food made the trip complete.
You know, Mia, we also learned a lot during this trip.
True. Like how important it is to plan, but also to stay flexible.
Exactly. We had a list, but sometimes we change plans based on mood or weather, and those spontaneous moments turned out to be the best.
Like the time we got lost looking for a tram, but ended up discovering a hidden bakery.
Oh yes, that bakery with fresh pineapple buns. That was one of the best things we ate.
Exactly. Sometimes getting lost is part of the adventure.
Another thing I realized, travel teaches patience. Standing in lines, waiting for shows, It can be tiring, but it's worth it.
True. And it also teaches teamwork. You and I had to manage tickets, maps, directions together.
Yeah, I think we became an even better team after this trip.
Definitely. Travel has a way of making relationships stronger.
Exactly. And if you're planning your own trip, we hope our tips and stories make your journey smoother and more magical.
Remember, magic isn't only in Disneyland, it's in small things too. In a smile, in a shared meal, in a kind gesture. But if you ever get the chance, don't miss out on Hong Kong Disneyland.
Well said. So thank you everyone for tuning in today.
Don't forget to subscribe, share this episode with your friends, and let us know what magical places you'd like us to talk about next.
Until then, keep dreaming, keep traveling, and keep finding magic wherever you go.
This is Mia.
And this is Alex.
And you've been listening to our podcast. See you next time.